All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on crypto every day. My name's Austin, and today I want to clue you in on the latest Cardano, SEC, XRP, and of course, Bitcoin news. Hit that like button, and let's jump in. CNBC had their annual stock draft the other day, where the best of the best financial traders, analysts, financial experts, they came together and they chose the most promising stocks and most promising investments that they thought would have the best returns in the next year. This is a lot like the NFL draft. Some of the first round draft picks were exactly what you'd expect. They were Johnson & Johnson, Disney got picked first. But coming in at a surprising second round draft pick is, you guessed it.
But you're thinking maybe a little bit differently this time around, or the same vein?
No, we're going much different.
All right, so what's much
Swing
different?
for the fences. I'm talking, the obituary's been written for this time and time again. Crypto is dead. I don't think so. We're down nearly 40% in the past year. A rebound is underway. I'm going Bitcoin for next year. That's bold play.
All right. Very bold play indeed. What do you think about this? Now, as soon as Bitcoin was chosen for the number 2 round draft pick from this analyst at CNBC, this gentleman right here asked the questions that I think you'd expect CNBC to ask. He asked the question, is Bitcoin even real? Hasn't that ship already sailed? And in response to that, and I think this analyst's response speaks volumes, he responded, Bitcoin is not going away. Now, one of the things that he says that he likes about Bitcoin is he's not excited to see where Bitcoin will be in the next month. He's excited to see where Bitcoin will be in the next year. And this analyst plans to win the stock draft. He wants to win. And he says a 5 to 10% bump from Disney, if Disney's stock goes up, that's not going to help him win the stock draft. He needs a 70 to 80% jump in his portfolio from Bitcoin. Hey, what do you think about this? Is this now the nail in the coffin for Bitcoin? Is this now confirming the potential correction that we're about to see? Let me know what you think down below. But in my opinion, this is something we would have never heard from CNBC 2 years ago, especially that Bitcoin's not going away. Very interesting. And I just want to point out, Jim Cramer, although shocked that Bitcoin was the number 2 picked, he said that he liked it. He said that Disney as number 1 and Bitcoin as number 2 was the perfect mix of a classic and a wild card. Bitcoin being that wild card. Either way, very interesting to see what the mainstream media is talking about, their sentiment towards Bitcoin. Next piece of news. Ripple has sold a lot of XRP in the last few quarters, and 34% of that went to exchanges. This research study coming out of the block crypto just dropped, and I thought it gave some pretty interesting breakdowns of where that XRP is going. And you know what? If you like XRP, then you like hearing this news. It's a benefit. As you know, Ripple is allotted 1 billion XRP coins. Those are released from escrow every month. And then Ripple can choose how they use those coins to further the adoption of XRP. Whatever amount of coins out of that billion per month that are not used goes right back into escrow. According to the Block's research, Ripple has cumulatively sold over $890 million of XRP, out of which 34.4 was sold to exchanges and 65.6 was sold to institutions. That 34.4% to exchanges, that's something I found interesting. Obviously, we know that institutions are getting some of that released XRP per month. The reason being to help onboard institutions to start using, to get furthering the adoption of XRP. That makes sense to me. 34.4% to exchanges, I would guess, to increase liquidity. And just know what they don't mention is that when they say sell to exchanges, it's obviously over the counter. Nothing is being dumped on the market. And this chart right here illustrates the exchanges over institutional sales. The blue represents institutional sales, XRP sales from Ripple to institutions. That's the blue. And the red represents Ripple selling XRP to retail exchanges. Notice in Q4 of 2018 and Q1 of 2019, most of that 1 billion XRP per month from Ripple went to exchanges. Maybe XRP got added to additional exchanges, maybe trading pairs on exchanges, maybe that was a reason. And if you have any information that's more specific than just exchanges versus institutions, which exchanges, let me know down below in the comments. Next piece of news, before we get to Cardano, before we get to CZ moving a lot of Tether out of their wallets on Binance, before we get to that, the SEC announces their agenda for their May 31st FinTech Forum. Whenever we get updates from decision makers like this involving Bitcoin, involving crypto, I like to keep you updated. If you want to participate, there will be a live webcast of this event available on the SEC's main webpage. Tune in if this interests you. But they will be hosting on May 31st their FinTech Forum to discuss distributed ledger technology and digital assets. They're talking Bitcoin. The 2019 FinTech Forum, which will be hosted by the SEC's Strategic Hub for Innovation and Financial Technology, FinHub, will feature 4 panels. And these panels feature the best of the best, smartest minds in finance right now. People from Ernst & Young, law schools, MIT Media Labs, Deloitte, IBM, R3, the best of the best minds coming together in a panel with the SEC and talking the future of digital assets. Whatever happens in this event, I'll try and highlight the details, but tune in if this interests you. Just to give you the full big picture, the SEC has done events like this in the past. They did one a few years ago. I think the significant part is going to be how the discussion has changed in 2019, featuring some of these minds. A lot of these minds are in support of cryptocurrency. It's going to be interesting to see what they say. And next piece of news, Cardano's Charles Hoskinson says that he will eat his own shoe if Shelley does not happen this year in 2019. Stakes are raised. In his latest AMA, Hoskinson actually addressed a few things. Regarding Cardano. I want to clue you into all 3. He addressed Cardano's software compatibility for staking. He talked about that. He talked about the ways he could prevent and provide countermeasures on the ADA network in case of a 51% attack. He talked about that. And of course, he talked about the Shelley mainnet. So first off, talking about the software compatibility for staking, he stated that yes, that the Windows OS will receive report for staking, as he was a huge fan of the OS and because of the reliability of the Windows OS system. So compatibility-wise, it is a check mark of yes for staking. It will be functional in the Windows OS. Then, talking about the much-awaited Shelley mainnet, Hoskinson said, Shelley will happen this year 100%. I will eat my own shoe if it does not. Good. It appears that 2019, it is the timeline we can expect for Shelley. The significance of Shelley: the Shelley project aims to become a fully decentralized and autonomous network with 3 main work streams to help provide decentralization. And by 2019, the end of this year, we should see that. Let me know your thoughts. Last piece of news, CZ has moved $127 million worth of Tether out of Binance's cold wallet. And this has happened since the Tether news broke. A lot of people are suspecting that a Binance delisting of Tether is coming. That Binance might be getting rid of its Tether, getting its Tether out of its wallets, out of their system, and potentially taking it off the exchange. That's unconfirmed, and whether he delists the Tether or not, it seems that he is emptying his wallets of it. Whatever happens, I'll keep you updated. That's the video today. Let's just take a very quick look at where we stand on this Sunday in the market. And, all right, no real change. Bitcoin hovering at 5,300. That's the news today. Make sure you subscribe if you want to stay updated daily on the state of the crypto market. Like the video if you've gotten any value. And I'll see you tomorrow.